Hey, what's up guys, Rep here. Wanted to do another quick little video. Promised somebody I'd do a video regarding the deck and how it's driven, what moves it up and down. He's building a mini Lego pin setter, which is looking really cool, so he wanted some details, so I said sure, I will show you all about the deck. So, basically the deck is driven up and down by the deck lift shaft, which is right here. There's a little roller there, which is pushing on that flag, which releases the full deck signal. I did a video on that, about restricted drops and, lock probe and blocking fingers and such, and you can see. It goes all the way across. There's a little projection that comes up. I don't know if I can get that. With the pin that goes through it, and I will show you that pin in a moment. So that's what actually moves the deck up and down. There's two arms which connect to the deck posts. I'll show you from the front also, but I'll get a view of this here. Just for safety, make sure the machine's unplugged. I like to mention that whenever I can, but you can see. Deck lift shaft, two arms. Nice shiny detector rod there. There's that pin. I'll show you that pin that's at the end of the lowering link right now. When I talk to you guys about the different deck heights, I will show you that. So that's basically it. You'll notice also another thing that helps with the deck is the spring tube, or bazooka as it's commonly called. Which also keeps tension on the rake. You can see this one is much more expanded. It helps push the urge the deck upwards. There's a big spring inside of that tube. And when the deck's down, it compresses to help lift it up. And like I mentioned also, it bolts to the 7-pin side rake arm also to keep the rake urged forward. So let's plug this in. Now, as far as deck height goes, there's a couple of things. You've got your deck hook there, your holding hook. That holds it up on the second ball. And right here, this is your 2-to-1 assembly on the gearbox, which controls the deck, because it runs twice per cycle, down and up, down and up. This is your lowering link. You'll find lowering links on A's and field converted A2s. Factory and Japanese A2s will have a Scotch yoke, which is completely different than this. Same purpose, but it changes the deck motion. It gets very slow when it sets pins near 270 degrees where the deck is now. This is the lowering hook. Right here. The spring on it, you can see. And that basically grabs that pin and restricts it to short stroke or detection height, first ball cycle, whatever you like to call it. And then it lifts out of the way to release that pin, let it travel to the end of the lowering link, and go all the way down like it is right now. So, alright, let's turn this on. I also have the clutch disengaged for double safety, so turn this on. It probably won't go much of anywhere. As you can see, it's not moving, so reset it. Okay, first ball. Notice that gap between the holding hook and the post on the deck bed. Now as we reset it, the lowering hook's going to grab a hold of that pin, and the lowering hook will grab a hold of that pin for the short stroke, and the holding hook will be lifted up out of the way. So let's see if I get an angle on this here. It's a bad spot, but you'll see it grab that pin right there. makes it do a short stroke and detect pins. Now second ball, you can see how much closer that holding hook is. That pin will slide forward as the deck tries to run down, and the holding hook will keep the deck up. That pin will slide through the lowering link there, and the lowering hook will be lifted out of the way so it'll travel all the way down and set new pins. Right here, it pops up, doesn't interrupt the travel, it goes all the way down. Just put it over second ball. Cycle, you'll be able to see it grab that pin. That's what keeps the deck up on second ball. So that's the basics of it. The other reason I want it to be down this end, even though it's a little darker, is these are older machines, as I've mentioned. These were installed in 1957. There's not too many of this age still around. There's that one ear I showed you. Right here. That bolts in the middle of the spring tube. These old Brunswicks with the front-facing electrical panels, you can see, had a second ear because originally there were two spring tubes on the machines, and this one has it. Just a little piece of wood in there to keep your foot away so your foot doesn't get smashed, but I wanted to show that also because not too many of these have it. The one on lane 3 was replaced last year or the year before, I believe. So you can see it's gray as opposed to the green. And it only has one ear. Right here. You can see there's nothing there. That's how most of them are, and that's how the last 4 lanes are, because they're new enough also. So I'll just run down and show you those real fast too. As you can see, there's nothing there. So most of them only have the one ear, but I wanted to show that because these machines are old, and you don't see that too often anymore. But that's pretty much it for the deck, really. The deck lift shaft raises and lowers it, and it's all driven by the gearbox 2-to-1 assembly, and your height's controlled by the holding hook, the lowering hook, a few different things. But it's a quick summary. Hopefully that's helpful in your project. It's pretty cool how the deck's controlled like that. But like I said, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for checking out my stuff. And I know I've been on Twitch playing a lot of games recently. A lot of guys from there have followed me and left me comments, and it's much appreciated. The comments and subscriptions keep the channel growing and staying strong, so that's all thanks to you guys. I do appreciate that as always, and there'll be definitely more videos to come. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for clicking that like button. That helps a lot too. Helps YouTube push my videos a little more, and hopefully we find more viewers that enjoy this kind of stuff and that whole thing. But that's about it for now. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon.